Baka naman may tanong kayo sa Science and Technology Week, ah. Yun ang pakay natin dito. Meron ka tanong, Science and Technology.
Si Elena daw, sir.
Okay.
Sir, good morning po. Sir, no Monday, sir, sa SONA, you mentioned, sir, pushing for more DOST scholars, having the monorail, and, sir, utilizing informal settlers, sir, in the reforestation project. Sir, how far is the government in this science and technology projects?
Yung monorail, nakita namin na groundbreaking na sila sa UP. They've been running it in the DOST compound, yung prototype. Tapos, di ba, parang may papaliwanag yun, o the conceptualization. Tapos ito yung actual running prototype. Yung next is, the next level, in UP, they've discovered this area na pwedeng patakbuhin first up to 60 kilometers an hour. Tapos yung high speed, about 100 kilometers per hour. Yung bakit doon, may vacant area na doesn't pose any danger to anybody. Yung my instructions to Mario Monteo were to parang determine the parameters of the operational capabilities. How do I define that? I think I told him something to the effect na test it to destruction. Ano ba limits niya talaga? So, the data that we will gather there will be useful in planning exactly where it is applicable and where it is not. Yung sa scholarships naman, together with the scholarships, there are scholarships that they're already doing. Merong mga studies rin na pinafund ng DOST, and this was actually pointed out to me by the doctor who developed Coco Choir. Sabi niya, napakarami yung studies namin sa Bicol State University dealing with rice and corn. Ang pangunahing produkto namin dito, copra. Bakit hindi nakafocus yung Bicol State sa copra kung saan yun ang pangkabuhayan ng aming mga komunidad? So that was the basic instruction. Marami rin pa ulit-ulit rin na studies. Kaya tayo maalis, yung tinatawag na pinipaper yung kanilang curriculum dito, yung CB, no? Yung napakarami yung pinablish na papers is such a big thing for the academy. Pero kung pa ulit-ulit, ano silbi sa lipunan? So, pina-inventario ko rin sa kanila yan. Yung mga pinafund natin dito, huwag naman sana duplication, tapos relevant to the communities that they are serving. So we actually met with Dr. Javier also recently. Tapos nung nag-aaral ako, may concept kasi tinatawag na art for art's sake and art for man's sake. So dito, science na hinahabol namin yung fastest na may applicability ng kanilang mga discoveries. Tapos pinaliwanag naman lang, meron nung kami kailangan pure research. Yung pure research ang magbibigay sa atin na ma-apply. So kailangan naman support namin. Dinidefine namin yung paano dapat yung prioritization na lahat ito. Pero emphasis nung myself and the cabinet was as much as possible, lahat ito po pondo natin, lahat ito papasukan natin ito, may direct application at the soonest possible time maging kapakipinaman sa ating mga kababayan.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Tuesday, GWB.
Hi, sir. Yung Bicol region po ang hardest hit ngayon ng Bagyong Waning at lubog po sila sa baha. How will you take the sentiment of Albay Governor Joey Salceda na medyo sa tingin po niya may pagkukulang daw po ngayon ng pag-asa dahil parang nire-request niya sa pag-asa the other day na itaas yung warning signal sa kanila dahil parang number 2 na raw po doon pero sa actual niyang pagtaya but pag-asa daw refuse na itaas dahil signal number 1 pa lang doon. May nakita po ba kayong pagkukulang somewhere?
Well, so far, ang explanation sa akin, may hourly updates. At I've been receiving the same updates also. I assume that Governor Salceda has also been receiving the same. Siguro, titignan natin, no? At pag-aaralan natin kung meron legitimacy doon sa Crimea. Although, dami talaga areas affected doon, at saka under stress si Governor. Perhaps pag huminahon ng konti, kahapon tinext ko siya, for instance, tinanong ko sa kanya if the OCD, Office of Civil Defense, and DSWD were assisting him. Unfortunately, I didn't get a reply. Then I found out that he has also suffered a loss and I extended my condolences to him. Pero handling his community and also his loss at this time, I think I'll have to give him a little time before we get to talk. Pero yung sa pag-asa, the overall sentiment in general across the country has been they have been on the ball. Pag sinabing ulan, ulan. Pag sinabing malakas ang ulan, malakas talaga yung ulan. I don't see any reason to, we'll check, see if there's validity. But I don't think at this point in time I've seen any evidence that they were not on the ball.
Yes, sir. Latest directive, sir, with regard to Typhoon Waning, sir.
Well, parati naman tinatanong ko, ready na ba tayo? Pagpapasok. Yung sinabayan pa natin ng earthquake yung isang gabi, tinanong ko kay Secretary Gasmin, who said of the NDRRMCC. May damage from the earthquake, wala na-report na damage, casualties. Tinanong ko rin yung other incidents in regards to the weather. Merong 6 in the Bicol area na fishermen that were missing initially but were already rescued. So I've been asking for continual updates. Pero more than anything, yung if I don't get, for instance, kaya tinitin namin, nakita niyo yung screen nung umiikot kami kanina, mga sensors yun nung level of water sa Marikina River. They have 9 sites, if I'm not mistaken. 4 in the display sa screen kanina. So, nasa level na 13. I think the overflow is at 18. So, medyo malayo pa doon. Monitoring also yung potential na mag-overflow ng mga Lamesa Dam and the others. No? So far, no LGU has been reporting to me that they have not been assisted where they needed. Continuous yung pagbigay sa atin ng mga updates on the weather itself, yung track, at saka effect so far. No? So, I'm waiting for data that says there's more assistance needed elsewhere. But so far, as I can see, yung they have been performing as they have been performing ready before the typhoon strikes. And I'm, of course, pleased. No? But, of course, may sadness rin that there is still loss of life. Fina-fast track natin yung ating disaster risk mitigation. Reminder lang, alam niyo, ang problema namin doon talaga is, we have 80 provinces and 66 of these 80 provinces have areas that are at high risk. Tapos maraming mga intervention na kailangan gawin dyan. Pero practically, we're saying everywhere in the country kailangan natin gawin ito. Si Secretary Payan made the point of telling me, in somewhere in the Cordilleras, they put up a marker. Yung marker nakalagay dito, ang nakalagay doon, simply put, peligroso magtayo ng tirahan dito sa paligid dito at talagang prone sa landslide. Ang problema, hindi ko pinapakinggan. Tayuan ng tayuan pa rin doon. Yung pwedeng maiwasan sana ang risko sa buhay, hindi ho pinantala, hindi pinansin. Yung lugar na yun, pati yung marker, gumuho na yun, natabunan na ng landslide. Pero may nagtatayuan pa rin. Sana, hingi ako ng cooperation sa ating mga kababayan, yung hindi naman ho tinatanong kasi kung pag peligroso, hindi mo tinatanong kung may mangyayari ba doon. Ang tinatanong na doon, kailan ba may mangyayari masama. So, dagdag na cooperation, pakisamahan natin yung mga membro ng OCD na tinutulungan sila lumikas pag mayroong mga panganib. Huwag naman natin sila pabalikin ng 2-3, minsan 5 beses para na mailigtas. Masyado naman nung nare-risk yung ating mga personnel na tumutulong sa ating mga babayan.
Salamat po.
Thank you.
Okay, Norman Bordadora, Inquirer.
Norman, good morning.
Sir, good morning. Sir, nag-decide po uli ang Supreme Court laban sa Truth Commission. Sir, ano pong plano ng government regarding this? Will you file another motion for recall or will you amend the Truth Commission?
Well, this afternoon, I'll swear into office the new ombudsman. Yung data, evidence, testimony na nakuha nung tinatay yung Truth Commission is still there and can still be utilized. So, kung sa form ang pinagkakataluhan, ako interesado doon sa substance. Paano ba natin mapapabilis pagkamit na katarungan? So, it's not necessary it has to be the Truth Commission as the form. Perhaps we now have confidence that the ombudsman will be doing the function for which the office was set up.
Sir, so does this mean that the government would do away with the Truth Commission?
Well, wala tayong makagawa. The Supreme Court is the final arbiter of our laws and we are the implementer of the same. So we have to follow them.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
But it's still, injustice will still be served.
okay. Huling tanong kay birthday girl Christina Bindan.
Kanta muna tayong happy birthday.
Sir, anyway, condolence nga pala, sir. Sir, can you just have a statement dun yung sa, well, yung health condition daw ni former President Arroyo?
Alam ko na yun, nababasa ko sa mga dyaryo, narinig ko sa news. So, kasi naman ng Kristiyano, siyempre, nanaisip na kung ano may karamdaman niya, yung malaktawan niya, at magamot siya ng gusto.
Pero hindi ba parang curious it happened at the time na the government is preparing to file cases against her and you've also installed a new ombudsman?
Well, regardless, parang of our condition, the wheels of justice will have to move and to turn. So, yung sa curious, yung tinanong ako mga magulang ko, huwag naman mag-impute. Kung sa tao may sakit, may kung ano pa sasabihin ko. Siguro, pagiging un-Christian naman yun.
Sir, last thing. So, by the way, the doctors, her doctors are saying na parang the former president needs yung extensive rehabilitation because very precarious yung situation niya.
Yeah.
Parang it's a prelude to asking hospital arrest or a house arrest in case, cases will be filed against her. Or is this something that, is it a possibility or will you be open to it?
The courts will be the ones who determine places of arrest. You cannot, she's to be arrested, where she will be detained, etc. That is all under the purview of the court. It is not something that the executive determines under a system of laws. So, will it have a bearing? Shall we cross the bridge when we get to it?
So if ever you leave it to the courts, it will not be
Yung hindi pwedeng gusto ko, kung may sinabi korte, dito mo i-detain, hindi ko pwedeng ilipat ang detention without the permission. That is the law.
Okay.
Kaya yung idol ko, sumisaya niya sa likod. Yes, sir. Sir, pakigamit tayo yung mic.
Sir, nakinig po ako sa sona niyo kahapon. Anong Lunes? Pasensya na po, kinakabahan ako. Hindi ko akalain mabibigyan niyo ako pagkakataong ganito. Sir, natanggap niyo ba yung sulat na binigay ng Ate Balsi niyo mula sa kulungan?
Kanina po? Kaninong
Kaya Ate
sulat?
Balsi niyo po, meron po siyang nabigay na sulat ng mga nakakulong po sa correctional.
Okay.
Okay? Pupuntahin ko na po kasi 4 na buwan na lang po, magpapasko na po. Ang dami pong umaasa sa kulungan, lalo na po doon sa correctional. Noong kapangyarihan niyo pong magkaloob ng executive clemency, kasama po ba yun doon sa wangwang na maaari niyo po bang maipagkaloob na yun?
Meron po akong pinirmahan, I think it was this week, may terminally ill, convicted, reclusion perpetuum sentence. I assume na-deliver na sa kanya by this time. I don't remember the name. That's the first one. Kaya ang pinare-review ko lang po, kunyari sa Amerika, as an example. Sa Amerika po, yung pumatay kay Robert Kennedy, Sirhan, yung kasama doon sa Manson murders, yung Tate LaBianca murders na tinatawag part of the, Manson family. Hanggang ngayon, kahit hindi ko nakakulong pa rin doon. Yung meron silang dadaka sa proseso kung saan pinapaliwanag mo sa kanilang parole board na may tamang dahilan kung bakit dapat manabalik sa iyo yung karapatan mo maging bahagi ng lipunan. Sa ating pong sistema, parang the minute na pumasok ka sa kulungan, meron ka ng discount sa sentensya mo. Ano ba ibig sabihin nun? Binibigyan ka ng good conduct allowance. Okay. Ang tanong ko po, pinarap sa DOJ amongst others, tsaka sa legal panel, sa HR, pwede ka ba maging bad behavior sa loob ng national bilibid? Kung siga ka doon sa lugar mo, pwede ka ba magsiga-sigaan pa dito? So, just for survival, dapat talaga mag-behave ka. So, kailangan natin i-reward. So, lumalabas po niyan, kadalasan, sa Amerika po, meron sila tinatawag na life imprisonment without possibility of parole. Sa atin po, parang nagsiserve, if at all, kalahati ng term. So, paano nagiging deterrent to yun? Meron pa yung degree, exhibition of a degree of remorse. Yung mga nagsisisi ka. Pero nung hindi ba inaamin yung kasalanan po nila. Pero automatic na nababawasan yung sentensya. So sabi ko, kailangan mo siguro na may justice dito. Paano magkakaroon ng deterrent effect kung nakakasigurado ka madidiskwento ka na madidiskwento. Pero pinapapendali ko sa kanila, naglabas na ng proposal na panibagong pag-amend sa ating processes ng Board of Pardons and Parole. At palagi ko naman sa Pasko, mas mapaparami natin.
Kasi po, mahal na Pangulo, ako na po nagsasabi sa inyo, doon po sa correctional yung mga babae, nadalaw po ng nanay niyo yun. Meron nung may breast cancer, meron nung sobrang tatanda na. Kumbaga parang apela niya nga po sa inyo, nadalaw po sila noong mga panahon na ang nanay niyo pa ang Pangulo. Baka naman po, kumakatok sila sa puso niyo.
Hindi ko alam yung specific na case yan. Nakita ko kasi yung mauna, kaya nahirapan ako. Kasi meron doon rapist. So ang kaso po niya, rape, tapos attempted rape, tapos may
Yan po yung sa Bilibid po.
Sa Bilibid do.
Pero yung sa mga babae po, mahal na Pangulo, talagang grabe po.
Pero sa Bilibid do, unang hinarap sa atin, kaya pinareview ko nga ako lahat.
Tama. So pwede ho yung sa mga babae, pwede ho yung ma-review po.
Yung paalala ko lang, si Eta Rosales, human rights advocate, talaga matagal na pong nagmumukhahin yan. Si Laila Dilim, ating Department of Justice Secretary, galing din sa CHR na talaga advocate rin po. At talaga inaayos lang po natin yung sistema na talaga naman magkaroon ng, di ba, kung sinintensya ka, sa atin nun kasi sa ibang lugar, pag sinabi life, talaga life. Sa atin nun, definition ng 40. Pag umabot ka ng 70, bakit di mo na-serve? No? Yung, ulitin ko lang ho, yung maski hindi ka umamin ng kasalanan mo, maski hindi ka magpakita ng pagsisisi sa ginawa mo, dinidiscount ka na kaagad sa iyong service. No? So, parang, paano naman po yung mga biktima? No? At saka may obligasyon ako, hindi lang yung kapakanan nila, pagbalik na sa lipunan, talagang maliwanag sa isip ko na hindi na sila threat. At sa mga binanggit yung example, malamang hindi na ho sila. Pero doon sa maunang kong hinarap sa akin, hindi ho ganun kaliwanag na hindi na sila threat.
So makakaasa tayo, mahal na Pangulo, bago magpasko, meron na po kayong pipirma.
Well, nakapirma na ako nung ano. Probably, it was either last week or this week, yung first. And again, this guy has only served, to be honest, reclusion perpetua per mga 8 years. Pero yung condition niya, cancer na stage 2, naging cancer na stage 4. So, upon the recommendation of the board and the Secretary of Justice, pinirma ko yung first.
Salamat, mahal na Pangulo.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Abner.